Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia kid,
And Teresa.
and we got right off the bat a couple shout outs for birthday. Happy birthday, Maggie and William,
Happy birthday.
and hope everybody had a wonderful, sweet,
Valentine's Day.
loving Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Uh, I know I did. I always get spoiled.
Always.
But then again, guys, that's it. That's that tuning.
Of course, we'll really celebrate Saturday. That's when we'll go out and eat and all that.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
But we had a wonderful day today, even though worked and
Yep. I got a nice card, and you got a nice card.
I did. I did.
And we even got some cards in the mail. So
You're
thank
my
you for that.
Valentine.
Yes. Yes.
All right, y'all. Hey, we got some more great questions, so let's jump into them.
Okay. First question is from Kathy Lee. Did Mary ever make lunch for all you kids, or just Lisa? Or did Lisa ever eat lunch your mom made?
Well, for the first part of that question, yes, she made actually breakfast and lunches at times for us a whole lot of times. And as I've said, they were Miss Mary made the meanest breakfast. It was like I said, eating at Graceland, y'all was like eating at a fancy restaurant. And on the other side of that question, yes, Lisa would have lunch out at our house, our trailer. Just depending on the moment and where we were at the time. But yes, we eat at Graceland and we eat at our house too. So.
Okay, she says, and if so, did you guys and Lisa eat things like SpaghettiOs, TV dinners, fried bologna sandwiches, etc., that the rest of us 70s kids did?
I've never been able to stand SpaghettiOs. I just can't stand the smell of them. Fried bologna sandwich. If that bologna's fried burnt on toast with some lettuce and tomato, yes, we've had it. We've had hot dogs, corn dogs, pineapple pups, whatever you want to call them. We had the basic, 70s food. Some of it cooked, some of it microwaved.
Okay.
Sometimes we just had the cold cut sandwiches.
Still do.
Yeah, still do.
Okay, Frosty Ray. Danny, you always say that you got to do a lot of things while living at Graceland. Other than not going into Elvis's bedroom, what else weren't you allowed to do?
Well, it wasn't that we weren't allowed. We went and have been in Elvis's room. When he was awake and stuff. The times that we didn't, is if he was asleep or, if the door was closed or, something like that. But as far as, and I've said it in the past, we really, there wasn't nothing that we really couldn't do. From swimming to golf carts to racquetball court, anything, uh, that was there that we were old enough or able to operate or use or do, we did. That's just, he had said that and told Mom and them and told us when he gave us the trailer up there that the place was ours to do and have as much fun as we wanted to do and do anything that we wanted to do, that what was his was ours.
Okay, from Yuri17. I think you said your parents are great fans of Jalen Hurts. Are they big Bama fans?
They do like Jalen Hurts, and that's why they watched him. Yes, they're big Bama fans. They've always liked Nick Saban. And Alabama has a good team. Now that Saban's retired, hopefully, they're going to do good with their new coach. And but that's just Mom and Daddy's always enjoyed watching Alabama football.
Okay, Susan Harvey. Why did Elvis like his bedroom cold?
Well, if I tell you, I would probably. That's kind of top secret. No, he loved it cold, and I mean, as I said, that's just the way. I mean, Mom and Daddy, that's just the way they lived, and believe me, we've talked about it several times.
Yeah, you loved it too.
It was cold
until you went through menopause.
Yeah, once I got older, well, I just couldn't, just couldn't stand the cold. Can't stand the cold now.
Yeah. Trey 1813, did Lisa sneak and smoke cigarettes? She said when Elvis passed, she snuck and was smoking cigarettes.
She did. Best I remember, I'd never seen her during those times. Now, like she said, and she wouldn't have any reason not to tell the truth about it. After Elvis passed, she probably started slipping and smoking, and we did, the boys, we snuck around, and I tell you what she did do, and we all did, we've talked about it before, if we found any liquor or beer, we was going to slip us a little of it, and we did.
All right, butterflies are free to fly. Do you guys ever blame Ginger for not checking on Elvis?
Blame Ginger for what? When I seen this question, I mean, Ginger didn't do anything. There's nobody, to blame for that day, that Elvis passed away. I mean,
well, some people say, maybe she should have checked on her more often.
Well, we can always, always say something like that, but, like I said, she didn't, in my opinion, she didn't do anything wrong. Like I said, that happens. I mean, how many other times, has that happened with somebody that, and then you always go back and say, if I, or, I should have, or, but I understand, where a lot of you get upset and want, a reason, or maybe even someone to blame, but because we didn't, none of us wanted to lose Elvis Presley, but there's no one to blame.
Okay. Douglas Lucas. As time went on, do you think that Elvis would have been able to go out publicly and not cause a big stir-up amongst fans as others, or do you think he'd always need security?
I personally do not. I think he would always... I don't know so much... he would always have somebody with him. I guess for security. I just... Like we talked about, Elvis had that something more than just an entertainer, that just pulled you to him. And I don't think... if he'd have lived, no matter how old he would have got, I think he would have still, he would have always had that. That's just something that nobody's ever going to pinpoint or probably ever figure out why. He just had that everything.
Yeah. He was like the flame. It attracted the...
Yeah.
All right. I just have to read this because it's funny to me. Kim Craig 4879 says, the other day I tried to tune my wife, Maggie, and it backfired. She wound up tuning me instead. What am I doing wrong? Trying to tune your wife?
Well, no.
That never turns out
well,
good.
Tuning is an art. And it's like anything else. You have to master it. So just
try it at your own risk.
Just hang in there. But I get more and more on these tuning questions, and I'm seriously thinking about maybe putting together a tuning seminar.
Oh, okay.
And help some of you guys out. I've got to admit, when I first started, I had my little setbacks and kinks, but and Teresa's as hard-headed as any woman, but...
I'm a Taurus. I can't help it.
You tune just right. That is just right.
If Danny's wearing sunglasses in the next video, you can all guess why.
Oh,
okay, let's see. I think this is the last one. Okay, this is from Sylvia Austin. She wants to know if I have any relatives from Northwest Alabama, like Tuscumbia, Cherokee, Muscle Shoals, or Florence. No. Well, I do. I have an aunt and some cousins that live in Northport and Tuscaloosa, but they moved there after. I mean, when I was still a kid. They were from. Florida. Most of my relatives are from Florida or Mississippi.
Yeah, you might have been down in that area and seen some rednecks, but Teresa's not kin to all rednecks around the.
Look, you're more redneck. South, so you're more redneck than I am.
I can understand though why you would probably maybe think that, but like she said, you don't have any.
Boy, it's Valentine's Day, and you are just cruising for the doghouse.
I'm in the doghouse.
You are.
Well, shoot. What better way to end the Valentine's?
I could think of better, but okay.
Woof, the doghouse.
The doghouse.
Y'all, we hope y'all have enjoyed it as much as we have. Like I said, we're going to keep these videos coming to you. Getting toward the weekend, so we'll have another video out maybe before Sunday. Mm-hmm. But y'all, have a great weekend anyway. And
boy, you're ready for the weekend. You're just rolling for it.
I was ready for the weekend when Monday rolled around.
I know.
I like a lot of you, so hey, appreciate all the questions. Keep sending them in. And remember, we always live Elvis.